Yo. Welcome back, baby. Men, women, and children, all listeners. It's Intoxicating Sports. I'm your man, B-Team Brady Simpson. We got 3 of the 4 today. To my right is Adam Bowman. To my left, Hunter Prodzinski. And filling in for Josias Crusetta is the one, the only, Jake Stratton.
Let's go.
Welcome back, Jake.
What up?
Yeah, you may remember Jake for the shoey heard around the world.
Can't forget him.
The shoey of 2023. So he's a good fill in here. Coming off Browns loss, which is very great to grab him on such short notice. Okay, guys.
Got him. Oh, man. I say Jake's.
If you don't have friends that don't make fun of that shit, then you need different friends.
We're available.
All right, so we just finished NFL Week 1, guys. Let's go. Woo!
What a week. What a week, right, guys? Feels good to be 1-0. How about that, Brady?
Yeah. Josias. Well, I mean, what's up with him? Just team loses and doesn't want to make the pod?
Thinking that's why he wasn't here, right?
I'm filling in for him, and my team lost too. So
Let's go.
Pain.
And that's funny, too, because Hunter and Josias made a bet this week.
Mm-hmm.
There's a shotgun bet on Vikings versus Giants. And you had to wear the other team's jersey the whole pod.
Oh, my God. I even forgot about that.
Dude skips it.
Wow.
Skips it. So, I mean, he's got to do it next pod. There's no way he gets skipped out on it.
He's got to do 2 shotguns and wear 2 jerseys next time.
2 shotguns? You're adding one?
Yep. Or he can do
He's gonna have something to say
1
about that.
jersey and 3 shotguns. We'll see.
What?
Yep.
All
But
right,
that's
see.
fine. I will still rip into the Giants a little later on. And now we can get a Browns perspective on that whole other train wreck as well.
Yeah, shit. All right, let's go. It's going to be fun. Okay.
He's like, what?
Yes. Let's go NFL back, baby.
Okay. I don't know. Let's just go into it. Actually, to start this, like I did last time, a nice shotgun really helped me out. Just really, seriously, feel it in my veins right away.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah,
It's 5 o'clock here.
it is.
Yeah.
This is when
Yeah,
we
pretty
really clock in. This is when we do our hardest work.
This is when we really lock in. Bowman, are you also doing a shotgun right now?
I wasn't planning on it, no.
All
Okay.
right.
Bowman may own. Stay tuned. While I shotgun this, if you guys want to do anything, pick each other's noses, whatever,
Wow.
Can't reach.
that's cool. Cheers to episode 4, season 3. Let's go.
Cheers.
I'll take 1 sip while you do that. Good luck. Have fun.
I will. I'll take over from here as
Yes.
Brady's ripping his shotgun.
Yes, sir.
For the longtime listeners who remember me from last time, as Brady mentioned, I did the shoey to start.
Yeah.
So I got the call a couple hours ago that I was going to be on, so I had to think and I had to brainstorm what could I do, to top that. So
God.
I brought
no.
this cup here.
I was wondering what that was for.
It's a glass, the Browns glass from B-Dubs, Miles Garrett. Shout out Michael Perez gave it to me.
Yeah, it's
nice
go,
glass.
Michael.
Pretty sweet. So I'll just show you. I mean, I'm just going to drink this out of a glass, right?
Okay.
Pretty cool. If you guys ever, yeah.
I don't think anyone's ever done it on the pod, to be fair. So
All right,
it's
first-
still a first.
Yeah, that's sweet, right?
Wow.
But to make it more cool, I should probably do something a little bit cooler, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Have you guys ever dropped a shot in a beer? Irish car bomb.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah,
Jaeger
sure.
bomb.
Those Irish car bombs are
Something
fire.
similar to that. I got something in my pocket here.
Oh, God.
I got a buffalo wing.
Oh,
It's called-
my
It's called the wing bomb.
No way.
Yeah. It's been sitting in my pocket for an hour now. It's getting nice and warm.
It's warm,
Oh,
bro.
my
Yeah.
God.
So,
Better than
yeah.
the
Oh,
warm
my
shoe,
God.
though.
And that's got the boat in there.
Bone in, yeah.
Okay.
Thick wing from Roadhouse.
It looks
Roadhouse
good.
wings had them on Sunday. Really good.
What flavor wing?
Buffalo.
Nice.
Buffalo wings. So you drop it in and just slam the beer.
This is like a
Okay.
Buffalo Wild Wings commercial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
This is really
Well, no,
good.
Their
these
new
are
ad.
Roadhouse.
a Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Wait, no, in a
Community
Buffalo
service
Wild Wings
Roadhouse
glass.
wings are very
Yeah.
good, like Jake
Okay.
said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Also, Rooster's wings pretty good too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
All
of
you
them.
gotta make sure you do
Okay.
is not swallow the damn.
Oh
wing
no
on
no.
the
Oh
way
yeah
down.
yeah. Sorry. So you drop it in, slam the beer, then you pull the wing out, take a bite.
I'm in.
That's the
I've never seen
the wing
this
bomb.
ever.
It's
Yeah,
the wing
ready?
bomb.
The wing bomb. Let's
Cheers,
go. Let's
the
go,
wing bomb.
Let's
Jake.
go. Even just
Jake.
chugging the beer.
That's pretty quick chug
Oh,
too.
baby.
Holy shit.
I can't. That is good. That is good. Oh, baby.
Oh my God.
And he's down.
Oh,
Best part.
here comes the crunch.
Best
Oh,
Delicious.
Wingman's sitting in his pocket for an hour.
That's got to be a unique taste right there.
All the listeners and watchers,
Delicious.
give it up for Jake Stratton. Let's
Wow.
go.
Wow.
Make sure you watch on YouTube.
That's legendary.
Now, do you do that at the bar?
That's legendary.
Actually, Amber, my wife, she showed me about that. She did it first.
Ooh,
Shout
hell,
out.
shout out,
Bird.
yeah.
Amber.
Wow.
Shepard?
Yeah, in Erie, Pennsylvania. Forget the place.
Damn, that's an eerie.
Big wing droppers.
Yeah, seriously, I've never seen someone do that before.
I think that's the first time I did it too. It's pretty good.
I mean, it had to be better than the shoey.
Yeah,
Had to.
yeah.
I can't believe you did.
And now I don't have to throw my shoe away like I did last time.
You threw it away?
Yeah.
Oh man, I couldn't.
It's not like you gotta wear this home. Like shit.
I wore it home and then threw it right in the trash.
That's
'Cause it was like dead of winter too. You had to, like, you couldn't just go home barefoot.
Okay, so
There
since
we go.
Jake just went with that crazy intro, let's just start with the Browns, guys.
Hell yeah. Oh, I bet he's so excited to talk about the Browns.
Listen, I was like looking at this game, and they were favored. I mean, I know they're home, but playing the Cowboys, I mean, I bet the Cowboys straight up. I don't have any faith in Deshaun Watson. What did you see on Sunday? Because holy shit. I mean,
Yeah.
whoa. That was bad.
Deshaun Watson sucks.
Yeah?
I mean, that's about it.
There's no doubt about it. It's like you give him a while because after he got in trouble in the Texans, he had like a year and a half off or whatever. So when you're out of football that long, like you could see a little rust being there. But now there's been 2 more off seasons since, and he still just looks like he forgot how to play. I mean, is there any hope that he's just going to figure it out this much later? You remember how good he was on the Texans? Like, it's like a different player.
Not really, but like, yeah. Like, it's so long ago that I don't really remember.
Yeah. I mean, it was a
Right.
long time ago.
But he was fucking
He was
sick.
taking the Texans to the playoffs. He had, what did he have, Mahomes? He had a huge lead. Was it on Mahomes that year? And they blew it still.
like
but
20-0. and
Yeah.
blew it.
And you just think back to last year with what Joe Flacco did with the same group of guys, essentially. Threw for over 300 yards in like 5 of his 6 games. And I think they said Deshaun Watson has thrown 300 yards once as a Brown so
Damn.
far. Which, isn't as just an arbitrary number, really. But
It's a thing, too. I mean, I feel like their line is not bad. Amari Cooper's a solid veteran receiver. You trade for Judy just trying to see if he has anything in him. And Njoku's a good tight end. With Joe Flacco, like, they ran the ball fine with Ford. I mean, I know it's just one game, but this is a pattern of Watson playing terribly.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, all right. So his last 4 years, I just pulled it up because I was looking. His quarterback rating on the Texans, 103, 103.1, 98, 112.4 his last year. Comes to the Browns so far, 79.1, 84.3, and then 51 last game.
Dropping off.
I mean, the Browns are so good that they can, like, they just need to drop him. I mean, everything you said. Plus, remember Stefanski won Coach of the Year last year. They have everything set up around him to be a good team. Like, they kind of been one of those teams that's been bad for so long that they just draft. You don't even have to draft that well because you're always drafting high. So you just slowly hit on picks, kind of what the Texans did. And then you hope just that, okay, put a quarterback back there that is competent, and now you have a good team. And they did the fucking Giants thing where they give the money to the wrong guy, and now you're fucked.
Hella money.
A lot of parallels, actually, between them and the Giants right now.
Dak, like an hour before the game, gets his deal done and gets paid a little more than him, Deshaun. It's hard, too. I mean, look at, week 1, this, overreaction. I don't know. They're playing fucking Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence, and the Cowboys defense can be really, really good. against a quarterback who makes bad decisions. Do you think, what's the point where they're like, let's put in Jameis. Let's go Jameis Winston. How many more games?
It has to be soon.
I mean, next week.
Next week?
But the thing is, they can't because they paid
Yeah.
Deshaun way too much money. So it's like
We have to keep trying because
yeah.
we made a dumb business decision.
I saw a wager out there on Bet Online that was like who gets benched first, Deshaun Watson or Daniel Jones. And it was like neck and neck. Like they don't – basically there was each of them separately that it's going to happen before week 11, or that's like kind of like the target line. But, yeah, it basically what that means to me was everyone knows these quarterbacks are bad and they're going to get benched eventually, and it's just guessing how long until ownership is finally like, okay – I know we gave him a ton of money, but this is just embarrassing.
Yeah, we got to move on now. Like, fuck.
Luckily, you play the Jags this week in Jacksonville, but then you get the Giants, Raiders, and Commanders.
There we go.
Whoa.
So you should win 3 of those 4 easily.
That's an easy next. Yeah, that's good.
I mean, I still think we're gonna make the playoffs.
Okay.
So like 10 wins, 9 wins.
That's where I'm at with the Steelers right now.
Hey, me too,
9, 10
baby.
wins.
About 12, maybe 13 wins for the
Whoa,
Vikings.
Whoa, relax.
Oh, the tune has changed
Relax.
immediately.
Jesus.
I mean, you beat the Giants.
Yeah.
I know.
Arguably one of the worst teams in the league.
I know, but man, the way they did it. If we're transitioning to the Vikings talk, I'm all in.
Sure. Let's go.
I don't know who got beat worse, the Browns or the Giants, because I didn't watch the Browns game quite as precisely as I watched the Vikings. But the Vikings absolutely bent over the Giants, the New York Football Giants, in their like 100-year wearing the Montreal Canadiens hockey
Those are
uniforms.
so fucking stupid.
I know. And then they brought out like everyone that's been good in their franchise at halftime to like honor them. Like Eli Manning, the only bright spots in their whole franchise history. And that was the most cheering that the Giants got all day. Vikings absolutely crushed them. Vikings had not won by 17 points since 2019, which is crazy.
Jesus.
Because the Kirk Cousins and our coaching staff, like we don't blow teams out, so that's why it was pretty just insane for them to win 28-6 there. And all the players in the post game were like, we just fucked them. Like one of them, I believe it was one of the Vikings dudes that says we just dragged our nuts on them. Like it was absolutely. I mean, it was a beatdown. It like off record, but yeah, it was. They basically stopped trying, and it could have been worse. Anyways, I just have a lot more confidence in the Vikings now. I think they can actually make a run. Sam Darnold looked solid. The defensive line for the Giants, which is supposed to be good for them, should have been really making Darnold see ghosts because that's his biggest problem in his career to this point, and they were not. Which means our offensive line is okay. Our defense looked great. And Giants looked like they're going to go win 3 wins this year. So you buying it? You in? You in for the Vikings?
No.
I know you like
Definitely
them more
not.
than you did last week at this time.
I mean, sure. Yeah, I actually thought I thought the Giants were going to win that game actually.
Not even close.
So did Josias.
Yeah.
I'll hop in for him.
I just didn't. Yeah, Sam Darnold looked like a capable quarterback. And
He looked good. He didn't just look. Did you see the PFF quarterbacks scores came out? Number 2 this week, Patrick Mahomes. Number 1, Sam Darnold. Number 1 passer rating of the week.
I mean, I'm gonna say this is that they played the New York Giants. Like they fucking suck, and their win total is probably like around 5.5 now or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I have more faith in the Browns winning more games than the Vikings still. I mean, Browns play at least a really good football team.
I'm gonna compare their odds to make the playoffs.
Sure.
On Circa right now. Oh wow, this is worse than I expected. Browns to make the playoffs, yes, plus 215.
Mm-hmm.
That is actually much worse than I thought. and the Vikings, as I find this super quickly, plus 190, better odds.
Mm-hmm.
You want a straight up shotgun bet?
Sure.
All right.
Whoa, let's
Yeah.
go.
All right.
If one makes it, one doesn't. We'll do a
Nice.
shotgun.
Let's
for
go.
that.
But if you both miss,
Also indicative of the
And we both shotgun. You know what?
Fucking-
I like that, actually,
I mean-
Bower. Yeah.
Browns got to play Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, which I
Yes.
still think it's better than what Vikings will have to play.
Yeah, the other part is I do like that. Well, the Bears didn't look all that put together with Caleb Williams, and the Packers lost Jordan Love for a month.
Yeah.
Which I haven't really. I don't know if we'll get into that game like a ton, but yeah, now their season looks a lot more on the fence than it did before.
I could talk Bears right now. I wrote it down. You guys see how many yards Caleb Williams threw for? 93.
He didn't get triple digits.
93 fucking yards.
I watched some drop passes in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was pretty.
Was it by his boy Keenan Allen?
it was by Keenan Allen.
Oh man.
He dropped a touchdown.
Yeah, he did. I did see that. It looked like he was limping around a little bit. He might still be
'Cause
hurt.
he's
Probably
fat.
those extra 20 pounds.
I
he put
think
on.
he's just got fat and started limping because he's not used to the weight.
Uh,
They came back
I
in.
thought that was fucking terrible. I looked back to see maybe CJ struggled early on, but CJ's first game he threw for 250. The very next game I think it was like 380, 2 touchdowns. He never had a game like this. I was trying to compare it to a really good quarterback.
I just think
just
he's
started
more
off and-
he's more raw than probably people. Even I expected. But like the tools are there. Watching the game, some of the running around and the arm angles that he threw from are pretty rare. Like there's a lot of stuff that even C.J. Stroud, the newest rookie that's been sweet or young quarterback, couldn't do. But yeah, like you said, there's also a lot of just dumb shit thrown in there that he has to clean up. So I have no faith that. I think he's going to be probably good eventually, as long as he progresses. But I don't think that they're going to be good this year by any means. That's what that game told me.
I have making them playoffs, and if next week he does the same shit, then I'm gonna be worried. But I'm not gonna let his first NFL game change how I feel about him. I saw him doing that same shit, running around back there, taking a 20-yard sack. You're not playing against a defensive end from Stanford who's gonna be
Right.
working a business job next year. Anymore. It's real fucking dude. So he just needs to be smarter. I think he'll just get it eventually. Hopefully for my fantasy teams.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect it in 1 week though. I think we're going to be
I'm just
month
asking
by
for
month
triple
thing.
digits, man. Come on.
He'll have some running stuff to supplement though.
And they still somehow won that game, by the way. 17-0 halftime, and then Bears defense scored 2 touchdowns and won that game for him, which is crazy. I don't know how they snuck away with the win like that.
Yeah, that second half was a lot different than the first.
Maybe if he didn't paint his nails before the game, he would have played better.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
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 Terry Bradshaw before the game could not get over that.
Really?
Kept talking
Let's
about
go,
it.
Terry.
And they were he brought it up 10 minutes after they had already talked about it, and everyone else was like, dude, it's Terry, stop, just give it up. He's like, I'm just saying. Exactly what you'd expect him to say.
Terry
basically.
Bradshaw. 4-0 in Super Bowls.
Think Terry Bradshaw ever painted his nails?
Never. Never. Let's go over to. Hey, Bowman.
Hey, Bowman.
Did you see what the Bengals did this past week?
Hey, Bowman.
Yeah, they scored a touchdown. Did the Steelers?
No, we did not.
All right,
The
that's all we
Browns
need.
did not.
That's all we need to talk about.
Well, I'm not done.
I am.
We have a big survivor pool that we all do. There's 151 people in it, I think, this year. I think around 60 picked the Bengals is what we counted around there. Whoo!
Yeah.
So many people
3 of
already
us
got
sitting
knocked
here
out.
did, right?
Yeah.
You picked Bengals?
I didn't pick.
Oh, he picked the Bengals. Yeah, 3 of us sitting here did.
Damn.
I
Yeah.
didn't pick.
You're out just like
Three of
we
us
are.
out.
Yeah, but I didn't
3
lose
of us
any.
are
I didn't
out.
lose any money.
So Brady's the only one in out of the 4.
Are you saying that because you're not in it, actually?
Correct.
Yeah, because you picked the Bengals.
Oh. Yeah, I knew you were a bitch.
Wonder which size pick.
Bengals suck.
Dude,
Bengals start 0-2 every year.
I was thinking about the whole
Guaranteed.
time. It
You
was a
got the Chiefs
big.
next.
We
So-
talked about it last week. We picked
Yeah.
the Ravens, right? Because we're like, Bengals start slow. They're
Yeah.
not going to win the regular season.
I don't know, dude.
Well, Higgins, who was there all preseason, decides he doesn't want to play. So you lose that guy. Chase, who doesn't do anything in the preseason, then plays and has kind of got locked up by, was that the Gonzalez guy?
Christian
Yeah.
Gonzalez.
And honestly, the Patriots just look decently coached and well
They surprised
well
me.
executed as
Yeah.
a team.
That's why I
Yeah.
was scared about that shit. If they get off to that slow start and they have a solid defense like they seem to have every single year, that's why I was so scared to pick them. My dad, I can't tell you how many times he yelled "fuck the Bengals"
He
that day.
he is a
because
irrational hate for the Bengals.
he said, "I'm
man.
not doing it." Then it comes around, he says, "All right, I'll take it the Bengals on the Survivor," and then that happens, and the whole rest of the night he's
Wait,
just
so he
saying,
did take him?
Yes.
All right, then he can't talk
And
shit.
then the whole rest of the night he's just saying, "Fuck the Bengals, fuck Joe Burrow. I knew he'd do that." Blah 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 blah. The whole night.
If you knew it, then don't pick him.
Dude,
I don't want to hear it, Chuck.
The series
Yeah.
where the dude, the tight end, fumbled or didn't score a touchdown,
Oh, God.
and then the next play fumbled at the goal line. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah,
Oh,
he should have caught the
yeah.
touchdown. It was probably Gesicki.
Gesicki, yeah.
And then they threw it
Mike.
to maybe Hudson's the other tight end, and he goes, he, and just, just
Fumbles
basically just
one.
He
hands
like
the ball
almost
over.
made it too. It was like almost nice.
After that, I was like, this game's over.
Yeah, I stopped watching after that. And then I watched the last drive where they had a chance to tie it, but I didn't really watch the rest of it.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal.
They look slow. They're doing the thing where they just throw it like 2 yards down the field every time. I don't know what the play calls are. If Burrow's not 100%, looked fine in preseason.
He didn't
So, I don't
look
know.
like hobbled or anything.
He wasn't?
You think it's because his hair?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
He's blonde now.
Yeah. Weird.
But I mean, I thought he had plenty of time back there. I thought the line held up decently.
Yeah, what? I mean,
So
it's so weird they only put up 10 against the Patriots. Mind you, doesn't have Bill Belichick to be like, if this happened with Bill Belichick, I'd be like, okay, well, he figured something out that just made Joe Burrow question what he was seeing the whole game. But
Yeah.
this is a new coach, and they hold Joe Burrow to 10 points right off the bat.
Is his wrist injured? They kept showing him like grabbing his wrist.
They did. I did see some of that.
they did. I don't know. I mean, that's the wrist he hurt last year, but and
Yeah.
surgery on. But
That could be a problem. I
I'd
guess,
imagine
but-
they lose this next game. Then
I'll tell you what,
win the
I
rest
don't
of
know,
them.
dude. There might be a team that I bet to win this week.
they do
play
like
the
to
Chiefs.
show up against
It's
good
in
teams.
Arrowhead, so it's like, wow, it's scary. But dude, they
Burrowhead.
play the Chiefs so well, and coming off an ass beating like this, that might just get them
Lost
started.
by one score.
Theoretically, get an ass beating.
You want to, like you said, against Mahomes, I got stat of the day right here. Joe Burrow against Mahomes and Allen, his career record.
It's a lot
Said
better
Mahomes
than anyone
and
else's record against them.
Joe Burrow against Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen is 5-1.
5-1.
Do you know his career record against Baker Mayfield and Jacoby Brissett?
I don't think he's beat them once.
0-6.
0-5.
Let's go.
Pretty crazy.
So he could step up. They're +6. It's going to be around that right now that I saw earlier today. That might be something that money line that bitch. Bengals to win.
Yeah, as of
Shocker.
right
Shock the world.
now, it is 6 on circuit.
I don't know.
I can see
Upcoming.
it. Chiefs probably kill them. Chiefs look good too.
Jamar needs to fucking get some reps in. God damn.
If Higgins plays, I would take the points, but I'm sure the line would move if Higgins is in.
Not more than probably half point.
Well,
Um,
that's a movement.
Was there anyone else that sat out all camp and then played week 1? Because I'm trying to think of anyone else. And first one that came to mind was Ayuk, who dropped a touchdown yesterday and looked pretty rusty too.
CD.
CD was okay.
Was he in camp and was he still in camp?
He came back like a week before. He had a little bit more practice than them.
Yeah, just not like as much as you should. And I mean, they just beat the Browns like handily to where like they didn't really
Right,
need
they
to
probably didn't need him.
use him that much. So,
Bengals get better. This is probably their low point of the year. You would think, unless they deal with more Burrow injuries or something.
well, they play the Steelers twice, so they'll probably lose both those. and
We'll probably lose to the Browns
really
twice
be
too.
depressed.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, hard to make the playoffs with all those losses.
Those are the only losses though.
Oh, that was 5.
12-5.
Pretty good record.
Same as Vikings.
I think that's what Vikings are doing. Yeah, cool. See you in the Super Bowl. We'll go down if it's Bengals Vikings. Go down to New Orleans. Watch Kendrick in the halftime. Have a good time.
I already bet on the Chiefs.
Bengals Vikings Super Bowl.
It'll be lit. Vikings
No
have
way.
a chance.
I'm not sure that'll ever happen in our lifetime.
Give me $1,000,000 to 1.
If someone gives you $1 million to 1,
Yeah.
Shotguns. You just gotta do like 10 a day till you die.
I'm gonna be like 89 years old. Like, oh fuck.
In the nursing home, they're just like begging you, like, you can't keep doing 10 shotguns a day, Brady. Your liver's on the outside of your body.
I got to.
Yep.
I made a bet.
Man pays his
Nurse
debts.
Jackie.
All right.
Okay, let's go to the other Bengals foe, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I don't think we got much to say.
Bowman said that Bengals scored a touchdown. Well, Steelers scored more points. That's what matters. 18 points scored. All field goals by Chris Boswell, which was insane. He was banging in 50-yarders like it was his job, like it is.
It is his
actually.
job.
But it was
It
was crazy. I am going to say, I'm guessing you guys didn't watch this game.
I watched,
Sure
I watched
did.
the whole thing.
I was
Really?
rooting for the
Yeah.
Falcons so
Okay.
hard.
Good, because I had a
I
question.
am beyond like, what the fuck with Justin Fields. Like, I can't believe that he looks like
He can't throw, dude.
so bad.
I don't know why you had faith in him coming. in
Yeah,
the
I know,
Steelers.
right?
You said, we got him
Nothing
for
you
so
watched
cheap.
before should have gave
Even
you
if I
faith.
watched like Bears games last year, like he'd still air the ball out and not look so. Here he looks so nervous. The very first fucking snap, he dropped it, fumbles the snap. He did that 2 or 3 more times during the game. Just fumbled the
Jeez.
snap under center.
Yeah.
He's jittery. He's throwing the ball, like rolling out. Tight end 5 yards right here. Just completely misses him. 5 yards wide open. It's like in the complete indecisiveness of dropping back and then not being able to go through your reads, make a decision, runs backwards, gets sacked. It's like the same shit that they were yelling at him for last year, just still doing it this year. And I was really excited for him to start.
I don't think he has the mental, the everything. Mostly like the mental, like processing speed, and it sounds like also like the confidence aspect and everything to actually be a good quarterback. Seems like he's just gonna be destined to be someone that has wheels, like no doubt about it. But that's not enough to be an NFL quarterback.
I mean, I was like yelling a little bit.
So you think Russell is
Yeah,
gonna
that was
be
the next question. Do you,
answer? Like,
you asking for Russell now?
Yeah.
Would you
Is he
rather
coming
have
back?
Kenny Pickett?
Okay.
Between
no,
the three.
I would not have Kenny Pickett.
Okay.
Yeah, when I heard the news, I was like, fuck yeah, let's go Fields. 'Cause that's what I wanted.
Mhm.
I didn't realize he was going to be looking like a rookie QB whose hands are shaking. So they just said they're preparing for Fields to start again this week because they're still monitoring Russell Wilson's calf.
Fields or Watson?
Or Deshaun Watson? Oh my God.
man.
So I'm going to say without the contracts involved, I'll just pick the player.
Yeah.
Probably Watson.
I'm picking
that's tough.
I'm picking Justin Fields.
That's tough, man.
Okay,
Yeah, it's too close. You had to take your boy anyway, no matter what.
yeah,
If
yeah.
it's close,
Yeah.
that's fair.
But I would say, yeah. Like, I feel like his play in that first game, some people are going to come out and say, it's probably going to be majority Steeler fans, be like, he did his job. He was fine. They won the game. That game was entirely won by Chris Boswell and our defense.
Man, TJ Watt.
Yeah. He's a fucking
You mean-
monster.
Chuck's fantasy football team.
Yeah.
Steelers defense, Chris Boswell.
Yeah. So I would, when Russell Wilson's healthy, start him for sure. And then until Russell Wilson plays extremely bad, we're sticking with Russell Wilson. Just based on, I don't want to be so nervous every time our quarterback drops back. And that's how I felt after watching the very first drive.
A healthy 36.5 total for the Steelers-Broncos game next week.
Jeez,
That'll be a
man.
bloodbath. Defensive battle. Because the Broncos also looked pretty inept on offense.
I feel like they're I don't want to do the same exact thing that we did last year, where just
You've done this for like 4 years. It's
And that's your problem is your defense is so good that you're going to end up over 500.
in all
Because
coaching's great.
I think your coaching is so
Defense
good.
is
It's hard
great.
to coach your offense to be great. Like
No, you
offense,
need a
you just
quarterback.
have it.
You need
You
to finally.
You got
draft
no
a quarterback.
receivers too. Like
I feel like I
Calvin.
can't even.
Yeah.
like who?
Yeah,
That's true. Like you don't even know who they are, but I feel like you can't even say that just because our quarterback can't get him the ball. Like maybe if we gave an opportunity, someone would show something.
I mean, Pickens was looking good.
He's fine when you get him the ball, and you could tell I was so worried early on because Pickens is such a fucking loudmouth that he's bitching immediately when he doesn't get the ball. So they started targeting him, and then they were like, okay, let's give him the ball more. They threw him a reverse and loses 10 yards because they're just force feeding him the ball, so he shuts up. It's just hurting the team. There was one throw. There's 2 throws that Justin Fields made where I was like, oh, shit, okay. They're both to Pickens. The first one they took away on a penalty with that push-off. I don't know if you guys saw it.
That was
weak.
That was not a fucking
Yeah.
penalty. That shit, like, that's at least a field goal opportunity. Have to punt that drive. So it's just fucking stupid. There was other penalties in that game. I'm just going to say a little thing about the refs.
That TJ Watt one.
Yes. Like, what the fuck?
Watt
I
had a game.
swear they're changing the whole game.
He was pissed.
Strip sack. We get the ball. Flag. Nope. There's another sack that he had where I think it was third down. We're forcing a punt, and they turned that away. He was getting so mad, and my dad's yelling so fucking loud. And Corey was like seeing him like really, really yell for the first time.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. And then at the end of the game, I was yelling my ass off. I was like, oh fuck, I don't think she's seen me like this before. But that shit was getting my blood boiling.
I've seen your blood boiled before.
Yeah.
The Steelers rookies look any good? You getting talent somewhere?
Could not tell you about line play because never play offensive line, and I don't watch the line.
That's fair.
Roman Wilson, our receiver, I don't think he played a snap.
Oh, that's good. Was it your second round pick?
3rd round pick?
Oh, okay. I don't expect that much, I guess. You definitely need an alpha wide receiver.
We've got, I guess I didn't pay attention. We got I don't know because I didn't really see much, and I don't think they played much.
The other question I had was I heard Kirk Cousins looked bad.
Yeah.
Just couldn't move at all. I heard he had no play action, which was like his bread and butter for the Vikings. No rollouts, no play action, and just like in general couldn't move. Would that be kind of true now that you think about it?
Yeah.
I would agree.
He's
getting killed.
Kind of like a statue, and I mean, they really couldn't block TJ Watt. Whether it's like he's just almost getting there and pressuring him, they were just trying to block him one-on-one with the tackle, and he's getting right in most of the time. And so his throws he's nervous back there. They tried chipping him with like Kyle Pitts later in the game, and that still didn't work. Maybe it'll look different against someone without such a good pass defense or rush defense.
Yeah.
But
I don't have
they started to do some good things to get Bijan the ball, like him playing like a wing back and giving him the ball on a reverse wing back and throwing him the ball a little bit. I mean, I think their team still can be pretty good, but if a team has a good rush defense, they might struggle hard.
Yeah, especially if Kirk is going to be completely immobile. The other thing is I just do not have faith in that coaching staff.
Raheem?
Yeah, I mean, he's fine, but anytime you have new regimes, I feel like the first few weeks are so telling, and that seemed like just they were overmatched, didn't really know what to do, didn't know how to like adjust to anything happening. Because, I mean, they were winning early, right? And then the Steelers just kind of kept kicking field goals, and the Falcons could never do anything.
Pretty much. Just get right down there. We're at like midfield, and I'm like, God, we got to punt. And then Boz goes out there and kicks a 57-yarder.
Boz.
You score more points with the Bengals and the Browns. Let's go.
6 field goals.
Yeah.
How many weeks till you guys get a touchdown?
I'm going to go ahead and say we're scoring 1 against the Broncos.
Chris Boswell, 29 points for your dad, but he was playing Jake Moody, who put up 28. The kicker
Holy
scored
shit.
57. In that
Oh, my God. What a battle.
Oh, my God. They were the highest scoring point getter for either their teams in fantasy this week. Also, shout out to Tom Simpson sitting Stephon Diggs and Tyreek Hill on his team.
Yeah.
What a guy.
I saw that.
What a guy.
Man, he's something else.
That's hilarious.
All right. Concludes my rant on the Steelers. Looking forward to next week. We're 3-point favorites.
Whoa, not anymore.
No, it's pick 'em now, I see. Just dropped down because of that.
Do any of you guys got topics would you like to
I'm just looking through the
throw out?
scoreboard.
Or
I feel like we covered most the.
I've got a couple other things.
I mean,
if
how
you
about those
don't.
Panthers? You guys watch that game?
10-47. I will
Dude,
say
they fucking
At least the Browns and Bengals aren't that bad,
And the Colts
Oh,
lost.
of course.
and the Giants.
Oh, the Colts. You fucking bring up the Colts. Colts almost
Okay, the
did it.
Colts.
Like, Colts looked all right.
Colts
Like,
Texans was a pretty
come
good
on.
game. Anthony Richardson threw that ball.
yeah.
I heard someone say like that is a 1 of 1.
One of the best passes
Like-
of the week.
Like literally, you don't know if even like Josh Allen has an arm strength like that.
Him and Chuck.
He
It's Anthony
he also
Richardson
had
and
Russell
Chuck
Wilson
Simpson.
still in at 12:45 p.m. that day. And I said, dude, you need to switch this out.
Oh man,
Bro.
In his defense, he was like monitoring all that survivor shit, which is
True.
honestly terrible. I think they're setting up a like a poll on a website this week or something.
oh
So
He
it
doesn't
should-
want to get
easier.
150 text messages every
Yeah,
day.
Well, he just
and
cut
then
it
he
out
makes my
half
mom
this
help out, and then they spend the 3 hours on Sunday morning just doing a bunch of shit, and they're like stressed. I'm like, geez.
To be fair, he is the only survivor pool in the world yet that still does it on paper and text.
Yeah, I
like
know.
he should have started it on a website from the start.
That's that JSM FFL.
Yeah, hopefully
Fantasy
not.
league shit.
Hopefully not RT Sports Survivor League.
It's all right. I love you, Dad.
Bills won though. That was Amber's pick, so she's still in.
Nice.
Shout out.
Go Burr.
Oh, that's one thing I was gonna bring
Bills.
up was that the Cardinals. I really like. Like, I feel like there could be a dark horse
Kyler looked
playoff
good.
team.
Kyle looked good for sure.
Like, looking at his stats, it wasn't anything special, but when I turned on Red Zone and was watching the game, he looks quick as shit. I think the read option for the Cardinals, he looks good running it. If he can only, like, get Marvin Harrison the ball and Michael Wilson, who I think is pretty good, they just need to give him the ball. Their offense could be hard to stop.
Greg Dortch was like their leading wide receiver.
Yeah, I know. And James Conner, who I've just been underestimating for 3 years straight, is
Just a
super
good,
reliable.
Super reliable. I don't know. He's gonna get you what is blocked plus maybe 2, and that is pretty damn useful for an NFL team.
Shout out Erie, PA.
Really?
Yeah, that's where he's from.
All right.
Saw him at a bar one time, me and Jared, and
Yeah.
we went up to him like, "Hey, make a picture," and he's like, he denied, like he's like, "What are you talking about? Like I'm not James Conner."
Really?
Yeah, he was like really annoyed of us. Yeah,
Damn.
it was sweet.
You guys were drunk as hell?
Oh yeah, because I think he was still at Pitt at the time in
Oh.
college, and Jared's like Jared O's. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Oh, shit.
And
That's
then
funny.
yeah,
Damn. Oh, that's why I was scared to pick the Bills. But, yeah, shout out for them for coming back. I think Marcus, how do you say that? My sister's,
Soon to be brother-in-law.
soon-to-be brother-in-law, Marcus,
Sure.
picked them. So he was watching that game hard.
Sister's fiance.
He was hard.
Whoa. Not after that Browns game.
That was before the Browns.
Yeah,
game.
I know. Dude, it was actually really funny. We went out to the boat on Sunday, and he stayed home with the baby and was drinking Jack while we were gone, I guess. So when we got back, he was turned. So I think he was just drinking his feelings watching the Browns game.
Don't blame him.
It was funny.
We've all been there.
been there. Yeah,
That's funny.
What else we got here? What else we got? Oh, okay. I was gonna bring up this topic, guys. I've got both of these guys in 2 of my leagues, and I'm kind of like, what the fuck? Are we seeing the decline of the top tight ends in the league? Travis Kelce, not really targeted at all. Same with Mark Andrews. You guys think like
George Kittle last night?
Yeah, George Kittle, not much. I mean, is it just 1 week, or are we about to see a decline?
I did notice the same thing, but I'll take the no on that. In that, like, I think each of those kind of had a explanation. Like, you remember Kelce actually didn't do much all of last year during the regular season. I think they really are starting, now that he gets older, to kind of just not do much with him, not spend him during the whole regular season because they just know they're going to make the playoffs. And if you look at his playoff game log as opposed to his regular season game log last year, it was night and day difference. He had like 11 receptions in the Super Bowl, didn't he? Or was that the
I mean, it is like
I just don't think they're keen.
See, that was my thoughts going into all the fantasy drafts. Like,
yeah, me too.
They're not going to use him as much. He'll ramp it up when it actually matters because the only goal is to win another Super Bowl.
Yep.
And then I fucking drafted him anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. And
yeah.
I think Kittle has a little bit of some of that, but he actually still looked good. I think they're going to use him. It's just the 49ers have so many skill weapons that not all of them are going to eat every game. I think that's pretty much like par for the course for the Niners. Andrews, I will say that he's the one that did look bad, worse than he normally does. He might be just nearing kind of the end of his thing. Either that or, he had a late season ending injury last year, so he might just need a little bit of ramp up time. But I mean, it's 1 week, so I would lean the no, and most of them be fine / they'll be fine in the playoffs.
Okay. There we go. Just got to make it to the playoffs, and Hunter says they're fine. So let's fucking go.
Just like Hawkinson. Just saving it for the playoffs.
Okay, so also on that, I guess the one thing is that Isaiah Likely was like the Ravens' one good thing that they had going for him in that game against the Chiefs on Thursday night.
Yeah, he looked good.
I'm hoping that that's just like how it worked out in the scheme, and like
it's possible.
No one's guarding him because they got other options. That I'm just really hoping, because I don't want to, have Mark Andrews do nothing all year. I know Bowman doesn't either.
Yeah,
Bowman last year was like, God damn it, I am not taking Mark Andrews. And then I think 4th or 5th round came around, he took him again last year. Took him again this year.
And he was great until he got hip dropped.
Even in that game, he was great. I remember watching it.
They blew two
Harrison's.
teams for me.
He was killing it.
I had 2 playoff teams. He was on both of them.
You know what I thought watching that game is that I think the Ravens offense looks fucking shitty. And
I think the Chiefs are that good.
Fine. Yeah, Chiefs defenses, you remember, they have a really good defense now instead of like just
Yeah. Here's the thing though, like I'm watching that and I'm like, dude, why does Lamar keep throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage?
That is true.
Every fucking pass.
But that's more of a scheme thing.
And then I saw the stat, and at halftime, his average yards per pass was 0.8 yards in the first half.
Jeez.
He was not throwing the ball forward at all. Every single play is behind the line, and then it's that or it's Lamar Jackson running.
Yeah, he ran a lot.
Yeah.
He ran a lot. He tried to just do it all.
I was like, dude, like this is not gonna work.
Their offensive line just looked pretty tough.
They only gave Derrick Henry 13 carries.
That's the real question. I don't know if Henry is going to work as well as like people would have thought on that team.
I think Henry is going to smash in games they're leading.
Yes.
In any game they're trailing, he's not going to be in there.
Right. I could see him having like a ton of just boom bust games.
That first drive was great for the Ravens. Like Henry, Lamar running the ball everywhere, and then after that they kind of like fizzled out.
Yeah. That's funny because it started off so terrible because remember Ronnie Stanley just kept getting illegal formation calls
Mm-hmm.
because he's just lining up wrong.
4 in the first
Yeah.
half.
And then somehow they like got through it. There's one like loft I think that likely caught, which was just lucky to me. But yeah, they went down and finished the drive even through all that. I was like, okay, fuck. And that, yeah, I guess I'm kind of worried about the Ravens offense moving forward. I picked them to win the division. But then I mean, what does that say about the Chiefs? I mean, why were they still in that game? They literally won that by a toe.
I don't know. I thought they were pretty damn. I thought the Chiefs looked great. The Ravens looked fine.
Okay.
That's how I took it. It looked to me like the Chiefs. It was like 2 really good teams rather than like Chiefs looking, like a good and a bad team. I don't know, because that same thing happened with the Packers and the Eagles. Like they're always one team's always going to kind of get beat, but if both teams are really good, then it's not so much like the Packers look shitty because they lost to the Eagles. To me, both those teams look pretty solid, and that's kind of what I took away from the Thursday night game as well. I think all 4 of those teams are probably playoff teams, depending on the Jordan Love injury.
The Ravens get the Raiders this week at home.
So that's a get-right game.
Who just gave up to J.K. Dobbins, shout out OSU, who had 10 rushes for 135 and a touchdown.
And got caught from the back twice.
Whoa.
You saw those, though? He, broke free
Yeah.
and then got ran down.
I think, well,
he just doesn't have the top gear.
a little bit of conditioning. He'll get there.
He got tired.
I don't know. Wait,
He got sleepy, maybe.
Yeah.
A little
sleeping.
tired.
Yeah, that's what it was. For
West
sure.
Coast.
Oh, different time zone. That messed with him for sure.
All right, week 1. Are we concluding? Anything else you guys want to bring up? Shout out to you. Anything at all?
I thought the Jets looked decent.
Yes, I was almost about to text that,
They had some
it was
competent
kind of
quarterback
almost
play.
fun to watch Rodgers. They had that one good drive where they just kind of marched down, and Rodgers was kind of just dealing to Garrett Wilson, and Breece Hall looked great. And then, after that drive, it was pretty gross again. So
Against a great Niners defense as well, yeah.
Exactly. And Rodgers played all of 3 snaps last year, so a little bit of reacclimation period, I think, can be given to him.
I think at some point at that game, I saw a graphic that was Niners amount of plays was 60 something, and the Jets were still at 30, 6. So I mean, the Niners just moved that ball.
Right. When the Niners
3 downs, first
dominate
down. 3 downs, first down.
the line of scrimmage and can run, I mean, it's just game over. They had Jordan Mason, right, is his name?
Yeah.
Probably a running back that half the listeners haven't even heard of, and he looked 90% of Christian McCaffrey.
I think you could plug about anyone in there
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
to be competent.
I saw a tweet that was Jordan Mason single-handedly destroying any running back's hope for a second contract for the next 10 years. Because you can if your team's good enough around you, scheme's good. But yeah, that was my takeaway I thought the Jets, Rodgers looked okay. I thought the Niners looked great. That line absolutely dominated again. Remember, the Jets defense is supposed to be pretty solid. They do have dudes, and the Niners just manhandled them. So
Another guy that held out is that Hassan Reddick?
Yep.
He
Yeah.
didn't- I don't think he played, but yeah.
Yeah, still holding out. I mean, he was the big guy.
Forgot about that.
They let that linebacker Bryce Huff go, who was good for them. He signed with the Eagles. The Eagles had Hassan Reddick. Reddick signs with the Jets thinking, oh, okay, they're going to actually give me money. And now he's not even playing, so they're out a good linebacker still.
It's like the Chronicles of Reddick or something.
Yeah, all right.
Bowman's going to shotgun.
Love to see it.
Let's go. What
This
is this?
is
What is this
just,
for? Can you remind us?
For fun. But it counts towards the other one.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, Bowman would never do one just for fun.
Yeah, I know that's not Bowman.
I did shots on Saturday for fun. When Hunter went to the bathroom, I did shots while he wasn't looking.
No, you didn't.
No way.
Swear.
It's possible.
Whoa.
He was automatically super receptive to shots, so I knew something was wrong with him. During that OSU game, I mean, we probably did 6-7 shots, just kind of just like, hey, if they score here,
Every touchdown?
they're like, yeah, I mean, basically.
Shots of what?
I think they were all fireball. We just about cleared that fireball.
This was at the house?
Yeah, because we were just gonna drink here and then meet Devin and Logan out, and then we just kept drinking and then didn't meet them out.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep.
Nice.
It's
Been there before.
I love OSU. I love that we kill everybody we play for the most part. The games, especially in the beginning of the year, are not really fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's you know, it was a little bit more fun in college, I feel like, where you just get hammered anyways, watch your team score a touchdown every 10 minutes and it's cool.
What the
That
fuck?
was crazy. That was like when I was like
I smell that.
African
That was fruity.
horns. That was,
Yeah, it's high state games are always just early on. Those games, like
Also,
who do we have? Who's gonna
I know
look?
you just
good?
kind of just waiting for like someone decent.
A lot cleaner game though from the team.
Yeah, I mean they look good. They you know, it's just we're getting to the point where yes, we're good. Yes, we're gonna win 10 games minimum. But now you can't really learn anything until you play a half decent team. Even if we just dominate for the next month, they're all garbage. So you got to get to like I don't know, at least like a Rutgers or someone that's going to win. Rutgers is supposed to win like 8 games this year or something. So
Marshall this
Yeah,
week.
they won't be bad.
Yeah.
Then Michigan State, Iowa, Oregon is the test.
Iowa, yeah, Oregon.
I was ranked.
You should have an idea with Iowa.
I was might have dropped
Iowa,
out. They lost to
They
Iowa
just
State.
lost.
They're not good. Yeah, against like bad teams.
If we're talking college, though, we got to talk about Michigan. Did you guys watch that game?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, actually, I was golfing, but
I watched.
I kept up on it.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, I knew that coming in.
Wasn't that didn't you say that? Didn't you?
on community service last week? This was not an actual
We talked about
bet
it
I
and
made
then didn't make the bet.
only because it was 7.5 at the time, and I had not bet it, and I knew there'd be a boost, so it was just a tip, I guess. And I wanted it to drop to 6.5, which also happened, and they blew them out anyway. But I mean, from that week 1 game, you got to know that their quarterback play is not good. They couldn't run the ball against Fresno State. Texas is loaded. I just knew that was going to happen.
Texas looks pretty good, and Michigan looks pretty bad. So yeah, that was set up to happen. It seems like. I sent you guys a thing yesterday, but you see the look ahead line for OSU Michigan is up to 17. Buckeyes are favored by 17 over Michigan in November now. Insane.
I mean, when's the last time it was that high? That's such a big number.
Don't know if it's been that high since I've been a Buckeye fan.
I mean, that's insane. Maybe like in the
Maybe
last decade when they were like unranked,
Right.
and we were really good
Right.
still.
Maybe. Yeah.
Are you taking us to cover that right now? Are we covering?
17.
17.
If I had to pick, yes, because
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm not giving it as a pick yet, but I really should. Maybe next week
Just
or
an
something.
early look ahead.
Because
A little
I think when you get up to those numbers, you're talking like who has the drive to just pile it on.
Yeah, this isn't
And if
an opponent
we
we're
do.
gonna just let the foot off the gas.
if anyone has, like this is like the one where you actually go to the alternate spreads and you look at like minus 28 or something, because OSU, if they actually do end up dominating, they're gonna just pile it on and make up for the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck
For
yeah, we
sure.
are. We're
So,
not
yeah.
playing around with that shit.
Definitely keep an eye on that one.
A couple things from that Ohio State game to circle back. One is that we looked cleaner, but then implemented that RPO really well. I love the fact that he can fake that run, roll out, and then
Yes.
has that option to throw the ball out there. That's going to be super tough to defend if they can run that. I love that. In big games, if you got to defend 3 different things,
Yep.
oh, man, I don't even remember us doing that with, like, Fields.
Judkins looks good.
I don't think Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember us doing that. It might just be a Chip Kelly thing, and he's, that's his type of
He has
thing
a
with
little
this
bit more of
offense
that,
that he can
sure.
do this with. But I love that. Keep hitting that. Looked cleaner. The other thing is that at least we know that we're not going to – all these teams slipping up, like Michigan against Fresno.
That was
losing.
the other, more than us looking good, there doesn't seem to be another, real great team, at least so far. It's early, but, Georgia's going to be good, but a lot of Oregon's going to be good. Michigan looks awful.
Bama didn't look that good. Did you watch that?
Exactly,
Yes.
yeah. A lot of SEC teams didn't look that great.
Close with South Florida. Oregon in another tight game with Boise. I don't know what the fuck's up with them. Notre Dame loses to Northern Illinois. I was so happy
Yeah,
about
was
that.
weird.
That's funny.
That was crazy. It's that's the same shit, too. Notre Dame's schedule set up so perfectly for them to go undefeated. Shouldn't be a worry on that schedule, and they find a way to fuck it up. It's just like they do every year. That's what I think. That's why I said, I think it's in the solo pod I said this, but Notre Dame and Penn State always are the two teams this is our year. And they just find a way to fuck it up, which Penn State almost did too. They won by touchdown on Bowling Green.
Bowling Green.
That's crazy.
Come on, dude. After what you just did against WVU that first week, you turn around and do that? That's crazy. Undefeated, though, so just can't look
For now.
can't look back.
Yep, I think we got a chance. I am back on the OSU has a chance game. I still don't think. What's our quarterback's name again?
William.
Will Howard.
Will Howard,
Really blanking on it.
big dude.
I still don't think he's
Big
elite,
guy.
but he is good enough if there's not going to be an elite team out there. If he can use
I like
our
him.
offense, and Jeremiah Smith seems to be as good as advertised. So I think if he uses his playmakers, we definitely got a shot.
I also think he's gives us that more of a quarterback run option too.
Yes.
More than
For sure.
McCord for sure, and then more than Stroud as well. Because he's 6'4", 230. He's a big guy.
He's a big dude.
Oh,
Looks like when you see him run, you're not worried at all.
I saw McCord this past week for Syracuse.
At the bar? Oh.
No,
That's what I thought
He
when you
threw
said
for
it.
380 yards and 4 touchdowns for Syracuse.
I
this
think he
week.
did it week 1 too.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, I don't think they're
He's-
playing that caliber teams,
Yeah,
but he
he's
never did that for us.
I was telling Bowman,
bullshit.
I got into an
Wasn't
argument
it-
with Chris, Devin's dad, because he's like, you guys were just shitting on Kyle McCord. He's a good quarterback. Ohio State's just privileged. They don't. And it's no, dude. For Ohio State, you have to be really good. Kyle McCord, yes, he's going to go to these mid-major Syracuse, go play in a dome for Jim Boeheim, and he's going to dominate.
Jim
and he
Boeheim.
still is nowhere close to what you need to be an OSU quarterback.
It's
Yeah.
it's a different league.
Yeah,
It
it's
really
a
is.
completely different game.
Facts, retweet.
Oh. You ever faxed anything? I think I've asked you this before.
No, me
Never.
personally,
Hunter
no
said
way.
he had once.
I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
It was so I was like, dude, you gotta fax this. I'm like, no, I don't. There's no way.
No, I don't.
I couldn't figure it out. I got
Isn't that just
multiple errors
essentially
back.
printing to someone else's computer or printer?
Yeah, it's
Does it make sense just
it was,
maybe it's for email
Yeah.
attachments?
yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes, at work, the only reason I request it is some company has such firewalls that emails don't go through, and then they're
Mhm.
just fax it. That's what I've been through.
A little fax only.
Straight fax, homie.
Okay, let's fucking go. I love that college football talk. I love that. I love it. I love it.
No solo pod this week.
Oh, all right. Last
No,
college.
that's
football.
too much for me.
Is this the earliest OSU has ever had a bye week? Because I couldn't
Probably.
believe it when I saw we didn't play this week.
It's kind of
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
uncomfortably early too.
Yes, we're just starting.
I do like that we only
play.
play Marshall the week after. It's not like we have a big game, so it'll be fine. But it is weird as shit.
Maybe if we had a week 0 game, it'd make more sense. We just played 2 cupcakes and now we're already getting a break. Seems weird.
I think the week after Oregon, we have another one.
I'm pretty sure that we have 2 buys.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's we play Iowa, Oregon, bye week, Nebraska, Penn State, I think.
So
I think we play
I kind of assumed that was the case
dang.
because you want a late bye.
in between. There's a bye after or 2 games after Oregon.
Okay, all right.
Who do we
So
play after?
I do love the placement of that bye because that's
You
where
need a
there's a
late
hard
one.
stretch.
Yeah, that's what
And
we
I love
normally
that. I
have.
love
That's
it.
why this one surprised me because
Yeah.
we usually
No,
just
no,
have a late one.
after Oregon,
Oh, you're right, Nebraska.
and then Nebraska after that.
Okay.
Got it.
week
Got it.
week 8 of the regular season.
Love that placement.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Does that mean everyone has 2 then?
I'm
Because
pretty
like
sure it's-
everyone started
pretty sure it's optional.
like the same.
Like you kind of can schedule. Like you could have 3 if you wanted. I think.
But-
Why the fuck?
but you're not
do we-
playing 13 or
You-
11 games, are you?
Right. It's just a non-conference one that you're like taking out, and those are optional, I believe.
Are there teams playing 13 games on this regular season?
Everyone should
No.
play the same amount,
I don't
and then a
think
conference
that, see, I don't
championship
think
is the
that's-
extra.
Okay, maybe I don't know college enough. I thought there was like an optionality of like at least a game, but now that you say that, OSU's always played
I
12.
don't remember 2 bye weeks previously. Makes sense with an anticipated longer season.
We'll
but-
maybe we'll look into that and know more by next pod. We can,
We'll ask Josiah to look it up.
oh yes, our research team, Josiah's.
Yes. You know what really pisses me off? Then we'll get to
What?
drunk draft in a bit. Is that every drunk draft we come and do, he is not prepared and never
Takes
ready when
forever.
it's actually his turn, and then he's won 2 in a row. Like nobody,
Dude knows his alphabet.
not most people know that he took 5 minutes to make a pick, and he
Brady
wasn't
edits
ready,
out
and,
so
like,
much time waiting for him to make a pick.
Dude, you should
Yeah.
just add in
It's
like the
ridiculous.
noise.
Do you
The
really?
Upload a short of us waiting for him.
Dude, I
It's
just give him
crazy. Might be
shit the
several.
whole time.
So I'm sitting in a hot seat over here, though, right?
I mean,
keep
it's like
winning.
very hard to do better.
Letters of the
than-
alphabet, and he's just sitting
Yeah.
there like, God, I don't know. There's so many.
Man. Okay, let's. With the topic of college football, run into Saturday, week 2 of the NFL. Do you guys have anything you're looking forward to this week, or any community service bets that you wanted to put on record?
Looking forward to the Vikings going 2-0 this week, but
Okay.
you go ahead, Bowman.
I'd like to note that even though Brady didn't make his bet on Texas, I also didn't make an official bet on T.J. Watt to be Defensive Player of the Year, but he's already cut his odds in half on FanDuel
Nice.
to 420.
Speaking of cutting those
Oh.
odds, Sam Darnold comeback player of the year. It's like 700 on DraftKings now. You love to see it.
I really hope.
I
T.J. Watt
saw a
wins
tweet
and
that
I
I
lose
think
this, yeah.
I don't have odds yet because the game's on Sunday, and it's not an official pick either. But T.J. Watt to score a touchdown against Bo Nix.
What?
You just
Nice.
like that?
I like it. It's gonna be like, well, not if it's like 20-1, but
Like him specifically.
him specifically.
I don't. It might be hard to find that.
I've never actually
You
seen
could give
it.
me $20. I'll take it.
Does that count?
that.
I'll find a number for you, and then see if you
It
agree
just
to
seems
it.
like it would be
Only-
so rare that it'd be
There's
not
no way.
fair.
I
price.
believe it said he has scored a touchdown one time every year for the last couple years.
So you need like 20-ish to 1.
Right. Hold on.
And Bo Nix looked pretty bad, but all he did was like throw short. It's hard to like. I don't know. When quarterbacks know not to take chances like that, it's hard for them to
Are you thinking like
score.
pick 6 or like strip sack, fumble recovery?
I'm thinking one of
Score.
those two. Yes.
Which one?
They're gonna
Either?
hand him
No,
the
no,
ball.
no. I don't have to choose that specific.
He's going in a fullback.
I'll probably drop
The
$5 if I can find it.
Vikings' new linebacker Andrew Van Ginkel had a pick 6 on a screen pass. You see that?
Well, that's what I was thinking.
That was
Like,
cool. It was like
he-
one-
he's
it was
got
the
a predetermined
shortest touchdown, like,
screen.
ever.
and TJ comes off the edge, and he just throws it no matter what. TJ throws his hands up, catches it, and runs it back.
We actually almost did that. I think it was Highsmith who did that exact scenario this week.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, love TJ Watt. Let's go.
I don't know.
Never seen an odds for a player though, so it's gonna be tough to find.
Or a defensive player.
I'll look for it. Any player ever.
Never seen any odds.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys one bet that I'm thinking cashes this week. Okay,
Is this going on the record?
it's going on
It's
record.
going on the record.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
did we have any picks from last week to
Oh,
review?
yeah.
I had 2. I went 1-1.
Okay,
Okay.
not bad.
Adam Thielen, did not get his 5 catches because Bryce Young looked like he forgot how to play football.
How many
whatsoever.
passes did Bryce Young complete?
He was still their leading receiver. So like I feel like it could have got there, but yeah, it was bad. Like he led the team, I think, with 3 catches for like 30 yards or something like that.
Jesus.
It was pretty bad. But Aaron Jones did catch enough to make it, so I just washed. And then you had regular season bets that are not there yet. But I have one to give this week after you give yours, so we can get it right back into it.
Yeah, I'm going to go college football, okay? Now, I just shit on Michigan. We all did. But I like them this week. Okay?
Oh, a little bounce back?
They're playing Arkansas State. Right now, they're currently 23.5-point favorites.
Red Wolves, I think?
Yes. 23.5 points is what they have to cover. I think they do it. I don't have the actual number for you, but I saw that on FanDuel. If you want to look at that
I'll take
real
a
quick.
look. You give the handicap while I take a look here.
But the thing is, they just got their shit waxed by Texas. I mean, they've got to have a bounce back here. And I looked at Arkansas State's last game. They played Central Arkansas. And Central Arkansas ran the ball for a combined 240 yards and 3 touchdowns against Arkansas State.
2 games ago, as a man who bet on Arkansas State last week.
Really?
They played Tulsa.
Yeah.
Okay,
I saw
gotcha. So
for
that was
some
their first
reason.
game. So if they're letting up that many yards against another Arkansas team that I've never heard of, Michigan loves to run the ball. That's all they want to do, especially because their quarterback plays so bad. I think they run all over them, and they easily cover this 23.5.
It's 23.5 available on DraftKings and Caesars right now at -110.
Cash it.
Me personally, I'm going back to the Falcons. I think they're done.
They're done.
I just don't think they're making the playoffs anymore.
Whoa,
You're
after
just
one
mad about
game.
Kirk.
The Steelers changed his mind.
I think Kirk's mad about the situation. And now I'm starting to get a thought in my head, conspiracy theory, that this is why they drafted Penix. Kirk Cousins' recovery was not going well. They noticed it and like, damn.
Shouldn't they have figured that shit out before signing him?
It was too soon afterwards. I mean, he was only a few months into his recovery. Like, they couldn't have known by what draft is April, I guess. So I don't know. They probably had an idea, but that's what I'm saying. Like, they had an idea, but couldn't have known if he's really, if he's going to be fine. But if he's going to be a hobbled late 30s quarterback on a team with a new coaching staff, and it looks like possibly their offensive line is not great, that it seems like just a recipe for disaster. On top of that, their division, I think, looked better in week 1 than you would have expected. We knew Mayfield had a good year last year, but he showed up again in week 1 and looked great. And then the other team, the Saints, put up 40, however many points? 47. Derek Carr looked great. They all of a sudden have a new offensive coordinator that is motioning players around, which I think is just made for Kamara and them. This is kind of like a twofold play. The Falcons arrow down while the rest of the division arrow up. And you can get plus money 105 for the Falcons to miss the playoffs, already at 0-1 on Caesars.
Whoa, 0-1.
So I'm on the Falcons not making the playoffs.
Oh, that's okay.
Nice.
Anyone else with a rec or bet or
Anything
just
else?
a general,
I could throw something out there for fun since I'm sitting here in the seat. Just scrolling over here, looking at some games coming up next week.
I like it. We have one guest bet ever, Devin,
Did it-
last year, right?
They lost.
It lost. So
Well, this isn't really a guess bet. This is Josias told me to bet this.
Oh,
Is that true?
Okay.
So he said New York Giants money line
Okay.
over the
no.
Commanders.
Okay.
So
Commanders.
it's a guest bet, but slightly a Josias bet.
Did he actually text you?
I mean, I think so. I think he did.
I'm putting this in as guest.
But I like that bet because I mean they can't get any worse, right? So they're gonna win. I didn't watch any of the Commanders game.
It could
last
still be
week.
slightly better and still lose.
I mean, we'll see. I don't know.
We will see.
Usually, if I bet something, it always loses, so I don't feel good about this. So now I'm betting opposite.
Okay.
Oh.
So that's my strategy.
That's like Bowman logic, too. I
Yeah.
like it.
I've just started betting things that I don't have any opinion on.
Yeah.
This
Seems
line
to
has
work well.
moved recently. I don't know what happened.
It said like
The Giants skins?
Giants.
I mean,
It moved in
Commanders?
the Giants' favor. So the Redskins have an injury or something.
Commanders.
Commanders. Sorry to the
Football team.
Native
So wait, this
American
says
tribe.
-1.5 Commanders. What does yours say?
That sounds about right. Yeah, -1.5 on FanDuel. It just looks like it was like 2.5 at some point, maybe this morning or something.
Well, I'm just going money line. Giants gonna win.
Giants money line plus
Yeah.
112 on FanDuel is what we got.
Let's
right
go,
here.
G.
That's for you, Josias.
Man. He's gonna be so happy when he
Better
hears
watch
this.
this pod.
Should Josiah shotgun if they lose again?
Yeah, we'll both do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I'm sure you'll be back on the pod. Shias' second job, other than the pod, has him working quite a bit. So I could see you filling in a couple times this year.
Yeah, that little boy absent from school today. It's crazy.
Oh, crumb snatcher.
Well, that's what I thought you were going to
He's
say.
not the smartest little boy in school.
Jeez.
Let's.
It was Brady.
You heard it here first, Josias.
Let's go to. Well, does that conclude all the community service bets? All good, everyone? All
I think
good?
we're good. We'll be back next week.
Okay. Well, moving along.
Is it the greatest segment in all of podcasts?
I was waiting for it.
In my eyes, it is the greatest segment in all of podcasts out there right now. We did take a little plummet down the charts, though. We're all the way back to 9th on the charts.
Did people not like the numbers?
Did people didn't like the
Letters.
L?
They hated the letters. They hated them.
Well, that's on them.
That's
So-
on Josias.
So we got to pick it up here, okay, guys? Now, Josias won last week. Decided to show Colin sick. So we got Jake. And so Jake's picking the topic this week for us.
So instead of letters this week, we are gonna go favorite numbers.
Oh, my
go!
God. Okay, all right.
No, I'm just
okay.
kidding. I'm just
Wait.
kidding. I'm just kidding. That would be stupid.
We're gonna have numbers, and it's
You
gonna
would've liked
blow you guys away.
I have so
how
many
much
numbers
better
in my
than
head
you
right now.
think it's gonna be. But go ahead. You
all
wait.
right. No.
I'm thinking next win. I'm going numbers.
I actually asked this like a year ago in one of those little Instagram questions. I said, you guys should do favorite game shows. And you guys just laughed it
yeah.
off and said no.
Oh,
It-
shit.
Yeah, if you pull it back up, I forget which pod it is, but
God
we're going
damn
to
it.
do game
I'm pretty
shows
sure we
finally.
talked about doing this last week.
I don't know.
Yeah,
why
actually,
we-
I thought Josiah told you to pick this because we talked about it
Brady
last
told
week.
you to pick.
Well,
because
you guys
we
did talk about it last.
Okay.
We did.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
So it was our idea.
But I'm pretty sure I asked it like in one of those.
Pretty sure.
Ah,
Now,
flips.
now we're pretty sure.
I'm sorry we laughed you off.
I'll find the clip
Okay.
maybe. But yeah, we're doing game shows.
You seem
Let's
confident.
go.
I'm not gonna buck that, but yeah, I'm down. I like game shows.
So Bowman lost
Yeah.
last week. That's why he already did his shotgun. So that's paid. And then the order we have here is Bowman picks first. I am second. Hunter's third. Jake filling in for Josias is fourth. We're going to do 3 rounds of game shows.
Sure are.
So Bowman, whenever you're ready, you are on the clock.
All right. With the first pick of the episode 4,
Mm-hmm.
season
3.
4.
No, season 3.
Oh damn, time flies.
When you're
There's
having
not a
fun.
there's not a clear 1-1 to me, just like letters, apparently. But I'm gonna try to hit home with the I'm gonna go with the Price is Right.
Is it?
Mm,
Price is wrong, bitch.
which one? Bob Barker or Drew
No,
Carey?
it's all inclusive.
Okay.
That's the title. I feel like very interactive show. You can compete in it. Anyone can guess prices, right or wrong.
Okay.
Everybody loves a good
Yeah. Timeless. Been
That's
there
a
forever.
solid one.
showcase
It's been
showdown.
around
Everyone
for
loves
a
solid.
long time.
You know?
I'm taking I'm getting my guy right here.
You got to get your guy.
I'm getting my guy. So I'm going with my man, Howie Mandel.
Oh wow.
And we're going deal or no deal.
Damn.
Let's go, baby.
Good pick. Good pick.
I would, man. On the surface, like that is like the dumbest game show ever.
I fucking
but it
love it.
still was like fun to watch.
Yeah, it's
so,
always fun to
yeah.
watch. When I went to Dave and Buster's, they always had that game. I played every time I went. And I try, they show the numbers before, and I'm like, trying to
it
follow
works
it.
so well because you just put tickets instead of money, and it's like perfect.
But Hunter
You
was
make-
like,
people
"Here's
make a lot
my
of money.
EV. I can't take this offer."
They give you like 80% of the number.
It's like the cash out on your
It
sports
is.
book.
It's very similar to. It's the original cash out option. Was the deal or no deal?
All right, now Hunter's pick.
Oh my gosh, you guys left me 1-1. I don't know. Generational, been around forever. If you're turning on at 7 o'clock, you're watching Jeopardy with the boys. There's no doubt about it. I
Yeah.
can't believe you guys let me get this at 3.
No, that's not.
That's a great pick. That's definitely the
No, there's
best one.
hella
Thank you.
trivia.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hella trivia shows.
Alex Trebek.
Yeah, so it's a favorite.
Favorite.
So now I get 2 of them, right?
Yes.
You
Sure
and
do.
Me again.
Yep.
All right, I like where I'm at here. I think I'm gonna go Family Feud. Number 4, Steve Harvey
I like
right
that one.
now. Great show.
I like it.
Great show. You can watch that every day. And then coming back, there's one I think I have to say, but it's not my favorite. But it's a pretty good show. I gotta do it. Wheel of Fortune,
Classic.
Yeah, you had
classic
to.
show.
If
to
you
pick
weren't
it.
doing it,
It was over. Yeah, probably.
was gonna
I
just one of
definitely
those
like
ones.
Jeopardy and Dealer and like all the other ones better, but still a great show.
There's no doubt about it.
There we go.
Kind of realizing
There's not a lot.
You don't know what else
like
to
I'm
pick?
past like the ones I normally watch. But
I got a big boy. I got a sleeper.
there is still seems like it was bigger when we were a little youngins, but a classic nonetheless, and that is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Oh, what a good one.
Dang, dude. They're just going down my list.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right, that is a good one. I forgot about that.
It's gonna be
Didn't
numbers
steal my
next week,
pick,
boys.
but that was a good one. I'm gonna go with one that was also big when we were younger. Maybe when we were in elementary school. Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
Oh
Let's
my
go. Give me that.
It's not bad.
Oh man, I
God,
forgot.
I
about,
feel good right
I
now.
forgot about that one.
Decent.
Who's that redneck dude? That used to be.
John Foxworth?
Yeah,
Foxworthy?
Yeah, yep.
Something like that.
John Foxworthy. I think
All right,
so.
now we're getting down to the nitty gritties. I think. I got one for you right here.
Yeah, we're doing 3 rounds, by
3
the way,
rounds.
if that wasn't mentioned.
Cash cab.
Ooh. Great pick.
I don't know.
One of those you always were hoping you'd
Good
get
pick.
as an
Yeah, good
Uber
pick.
on the
Low-
way home
low
from the
money.
bars.
Yeah, you can only win like $200 though,
If you're stupid,
or like 1,000.
you got to take a long
It
cab
is-
ride.
Yeah.
You got to take
you
the
don't
odds.
know that the cab's picking you
No,
up.
you start the ride with a really long destination, and if it's not the cash cab, then you just change it.
Oh,
It's obvious.
you really got to play that for everyone.
Every single time you get
go
a cab.
somewhere.
That's funny.
All right. Well, that pretty much ended the list of things I remember. But the internet gave me some more. So the thing is, I never really watched any of these. And I don't think we really have old people voting on our polls.
You don't know.
So I'm going to go with The Chase.
The Chase?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
What's that?
It's pretty good. I've seen it. It's on Game Show Network.
I love it. Yeah.
What is
Really?
it?
Big old guy. You
trivia.
just basically got to get more right than him. And you can get a few wrong,
And
and
he's like fat?
he is.
He's really fat.
He's called the Beast.
He's like British or English or
What?
something, right?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Interesting. Never heard of it.
Yeah, me either.
Like GSNers out there. What?
Okay, I'm going to take a shot here, and I don't know if this counts. But I'm going to take a shot here because it would be a good one. Let's go with Fear Factor. Game show.
I was saying no.
I'll allow it.
I'll say no if he's saying no.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
I don't
overruled.
think it makes
That's overruled.
sense in the sense of a
It
game
is on
show.
my list, but
We
But if
determined
you
that
picked it, you
Wipeout
would've
was
said,
not. We
yeah,
were
yeah.
saying Wipeout wasn't
Okay.
on the list. Then Fear Factor is basically the same to me.
but great show.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I thought I might get overturned.
I don't think you're playing a game, really.
Yeah, it's just like competition to get
Right.
money, I guess, which is like the other reality TV shows. So, okay. I get it. Okay. I'm going to go with my second option then, which I enjoy. And it stems from the name Brady. His name is Wayne Brady. And game show, Let's Make a Deal.
I do like Wayne Brady.
I do enjoy him. It's like the same, I used to watch it when I had my hip surgery. I'd wake up around like 9:30 every day, and I was just laying in bed because I couldn't move.
During
And
the
I turned it
weekdays
on
and
at 10
nothing's
o'clock.
on.
Yeah, I watched it every single day.
That's funny.
It was a pretty good show.
I also have a questionable one, so this is going to go to the panel.
Okay.
And oddly enough, also Wayne Brady.
What?
Whose line is it anyway? No.
Yeah, whose line is it anyway?
No.
It's a game,
No,
The
it's
points
not.
don't matter,
The
and it
points
doesn't.
don't matter.
Yeah.
but they do have points.
No.
No, we're not doing that.
Wow. Thought you knew some people. That's a good show,
It's a great show.
Funny show.
for sure. So, all right, I'll go with one that is a little bit more niche, but I guess we're into those anyways. I'm curious to know if you guys ever watched this, because I loved this show actually. In high school, and I'd watch it. Called Lingo.
Great show.
Yes,
Great
we
show.
got one.
It's like Wordle basically.
It is.
Really?
Yeah,
It's
it's
literally
like
just
the
Wordle.
original word.
They just
Damn,
steal it.
that
You
was mine.
You stole it?
That was my highest one.
let's see it.
Go. I love that show. That was.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's literally just Wordle.
It is. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's Wordle.
It's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. To me now. See, now these are all games.
You're going to name a game that was like 1960s. Yeah.
No, you guys would love these games, but I'm afraid that our audience is not going to know them.
Yeah, that's the tricky part.
Yeah. So I could say one that maybe the audience would know.
Your last pick, you can name all the ones
Yeah,
you want,
that's
and then
true. No
Okay,
one
I
can
can
steal.
start listing them out. I mean,
Right.
like Survivor doesn't count, right?
No,
And then,
Correct.
those don't count. All right. You got. So I can just keep naming them because I'm.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
last.
Sure.
you're
Last
good.
pick.
All
You're
right.
good.
Press your luck. You guys know that one.
that was
I'd
another
accept
no
one. I
whammy. No
thought
whammy.
about.
No. That one's pretty good, but
I
it's
don't
too
think.
old.
Yeah.
I'd
Does-
accept it.
Does minute to win it count?
I don't know what that is.
You know, minute to win it. There's like little it's like little things, and you win money. There's a minute.
I would allow
Because
it.
that's what I was gonna pick.
I would allow it. It's newer too, so people probably have heard
You
of
have
it.
a minute, and you have to like do these little like.
Yeah, they're just things you have to
clips
do in a
and
minute.
shit,
Like
or- yeah.
like kick a Piper football through a upright like 10 feet away or
Like
something.
blow a ping pong ball across the room. with a
Yeah.
straw.
It's like little games.
Sure.
It's fringe.
All right.
I'd
do-
allow it.
I'll do a different
Whatever.
one then.
I'll allow it.
But like, okay, yeah.
I'm thinking that, or maybe how about this one? This one's new. You guys ever watch on Netflix? Is It Cake?
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
I've seen clips. Yeah.
That one's pretty stupid. You ever watch 1 versus 100?
Yes.
That's newer, right?
Yeah.
Is that with Dwayne Wade?
No, he has
There's
the
an older
box or
version.
something.
Oh,
The
okay,
cube.
okay.
The
My bad.
There's like 100 people, and
The
you like you
tetrahedron.
ask a question,
Yeah, beat 100 of them. Yeah.
and then
Okay.
like, yeah, you got to beat 100 of them.
You ever
I've
watched
seen that.
the dating game? I don't think you're gonna pick that one. But
Oh yeah.
You ever watch Baggage?
No.
I don't know these.
It's really funny. What about Catch 21? Have you ever seen that? It's you just
No.
play. It's like you play blackjack against.
Oh yes,
you
I
like
have.
ask there's like 3
But you have to
people.
like earn the cards or something.
Yeah, there's like 3 people. You
Yeah.
ask a question, and then if you get it right, then you can either pass the card. Yeah, it's
Damn, bro. I need
um
to catch up on my game shows.
yeah, Game Show
Yeah,
Network.
come on, bro.
Watch that.
I'm gonna get Game
which
Show
one you
Network
picking?
Plus.
I'll pick Minute to Win It.
Okay.
That-
Minute
that's
to win
good.
it for Jake.
Yeah.
The only other one I was gonna throw that maybe niche, but I liked. Did you guys ever watch Chain Reaction?
No.
Yeah.
It's like the 2-word thing. Where you'd like, I don't know,
Like lighthouse,
Oh.
house,
plant,
Yeah, I didn't know.
plant.
tree.
Where you
There's-
did like go down. It's like you use the previous word.
There's some lyrical games as well out right now.
Oh sure.
Beat Shazam or
What about you ever see like $25,000 pyramid? It's like
It's like
these-
100,000.
Yeah.
now.
$100,000
Yeah.
pyramid or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like catchphrase pretty much.
Oh man,
You, just,
Oh,
we,
like,
we dominate that shit.
you have like to get it's fun.
All right, that'll be up at some point.
At some point. All right, it concludes Drunk Draft. Let's get us back up in the charts here. Go listen and rave about it and tell your friends about it. Voting will happen again later this weekend. And yeah. Peace out, guys. Until next week. Appreciate you listening. Let's go. Cheers.
Skull.